Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of ICY. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you chose to join me today as we go to this location because we have a quest, and our quest is to find the supplier of the wolf pack. But before I go there, I am gonna go here because I don't think I've been here, have I? Don't remember exactly. Scavenging location. Let's take 4 hours of our day and use a grappling hook. And oh, a wolf appears out of nowhere. Let's shoot him down. Got 3 fuel, a hammer, soap, and a teddy bear. I like the teddy bear, so let's be on our way. What awaits us now? You feel relieved when you finally spot a red farmhouse not too far away from you. You proceed towards the building with your weapons ready to react at any threat, but nothing happens while you advance. You start hearing a strange noise, like some kind of machinery. It's coming from the inside, and as you get closer, you see that the door is partially open. Strange noises, strange place. I hope we won't get into a fight. I'm tired of that. You slowly open the door. It appears to be some kind of laboratory surrounded by machines, the likes of which you've never seen. You have no clue as to their purpose. A man appears from the dark side of the room. Visitors! Before you make any rash decisions, you should know that the entire place is rigged with explosives. These explosives are connected to a device that scans my heartbeat. In short, you hurt me or kill me, the entire place explodes and we're all dead. So if you want to... He suddenly stops talking when he locks eye on you. In that same moment, the man seems familiar to you, like you know him from a long time. You? Where the hell did you disappear off to? Yeah, I knew his face. He appeared in one of my dreams. Didn't he? I think he did. Suddenly, something happens in your head. You start to remember your past. You know this man. His name is Boris and you used to travel with him. Okay. But not like nomads. You came from a different place. A place that is slowly coming back to you. Oh. You remember a room with metal walls and electrical lights. You see yourself holding an assault rifle, and you remember talking with Boris. I'm growing tired of this. We're sent out into those frozen wastelands while the others stay here in the safety of the Eden? With heat and food? Eden? Whoa. This is the last run we're doing. If they want to get resources from the outer world, they have to open the gates. There was a woman too, talking with you and Boris. Yeah, but what will the people around here do if they discover that their legend of the Eden is real? Heh, the Eden. Nothing but a bunker created for long-term survival, and we'll keep surviving by keeping the dangerous people out while trading with the decent ones like we always have. If it were only that easy. Should the world discover this place, we'll have hordes of people swarming to get in, even if it's not exactly like the legends say. You suddenly realize that you lived most of your life inside Eden, and you were one of the people sent outside to gather additional supplies. There was an incident and you lost your memory. Then Jerome found you and in the snow and allowed you to travel with his family. Your mind returns to the present. Boris is looking at you, clearly not knowing what to do. Where have you been? What the hell happened to you? Oh man, I lost my memory and lived as a nomad until now. Had visions of my past, but only now am I really starting to remember. I thought you died with Claire that day. And now you show up in my hideout with these people? If you don't remember, why are you here? Yeah, why don't you tell the man why we're here? You took our friends, helped by some mercenaries we've been following since that day. Me? I rarely deal with outsiders like you and sincerely doubt I took anyone's friends. You dealt with a wolf pack, a mercenary group that kidnapped our friends after testing their blood. Wait, are you telling me that they're kidnapping people? Boris looks actually surprised at what you said. There's something you must know, and I'm telling you this because I could use some help from an old friend. What do you remember of our home? Do you remember that there were people who wanted to open it to the external world? I'm one of them, and the situation is critical. The Eden is running short on critical supplies, and they're starting to take them from the external world, but by any means necessary. We want to open the Eden to the world, establishing a trading post that would allow us to trade for what we need, but our leaders do not follow that line of thought. Do you want to know why your friends were kidnapped? We need someone of a certain blood type in the Eden to be able to have blood for anyone in case of emergency. It's true, I'm the one who provides equipment to the Wolfpack, but I'm not the one who gives them the orders. I'm the only one outside agent. The only outside agent the Eden has. I'm working outside because we, the ones who want to open Eden, need someone that can work in the external world. Now I have something to ask you, but before I do you have any questions about what I've told you? I do actually, but so let's get it straight. The Wolfpack are 3 guys from this Eaton Place that I apparently came from, and this guy as well. And they are getting whatever they need. They are very well equipped, I suppose because the Eden is very well equipped already. But anyway, so the way I see this, our friends were blood sacks? Like sacks of blood that they're probably O negative. I think O negative. I'm O negative myself. I think O negative can donate to everyone, and AB positive. Yeah, I think AB positive can only receive from AB. No, can only give to other AB positives. I think that's how it is. I'm not too sure, but anyway, they're probably O negative because that is the universal blood donor. So what exactly is this Eden? I don't remember much. Just some rooms and strange devices. Project Eden existed as an emergency bunker created before the apocalypse to host people for a long time in case of a nuclear warfare. We have a geothermal plant for electricity, greenhouses for food and medical supplies, plus the place is completely protected from the outside world. We also have the knowledge and the resources that could help humanity to rebuild its civilization. It is what it was designed for, a bunker created for an apocalypse. Why do we want to open the Eden to the external world? I've seen the people living in the frozen world, or as they say, the white wasteland. We have something to share, something that could help thousands of people. No one deserves such a hard life, so we have an ethical responsibility to share our resources with them, at least the ones we can afford to. Other people are far less idealistic. They've grown tired of the fact that the life in the Eden is worsening every day. Having just a bunch of outside agents is not enough anymore. So opening the Eden is not only the best thing to do from an ethical perspective, it's also the best thing to do if we want the shelter to survive. So we were friends before I disappeared? Sure, or at least I always thought so. We worked together, the 3 of us, and the dangers of this world forged strong bonds between us. I still remember the day I waited for you and Claire to show up. I remember how worried I was, and then when I searched for you, how desperate I was. It's kinda good to know that they're still alive. So what resources are lacking exactly? Lots of stuff. You must know that our ancestors had food with a long shelf life to sustain them. When those resources ran out, it started the first crisis inside a bunker. The Eden was not created for such an extended period of survival. More than 100 years have passed since the day the world went away and things eventually started to break down. Our life is getting worse with each passing day, and that's why our leaders started to send people outside, like you and me, to find replacements for what didn't work anymore. So what about your leaders? They fear the world, the external world. They don't fully realize how things work outside the Eden and how bad people are living in it compared to what we could achieve by opening it. It's a legitimate fear, I mean, but it's just that we can't keep watching the shelter fall into pieces. We need supplies to keep the Eden working, and we can't rely on just a few outside agents. Oh, I have some more questions. Good, I hope you fully understand how dire the current situation is. Now I have something to ask you. I hope you will accept. The Wolfpack is the most reliable group of mercenaries that the outside agents have been able to find. They're good, but extreme, as you've seen. I need you to make them disappear. Kill them if you need to, but not right now. Don't worry, I'll help you as I can. I'll lead you to the Eden, so you will be able to get some equipment. Once there, you will volunteer for your old job again. The leaders have eyes and ears everywhere, so keep quiet about all the opening the Eden stuff. You will see with your own eyes soon enough what's happening in there. Let me show you on our map. You need to go there. He points his finger at an area south of your current position. You will see a big warehouse. Wait for me there. I'll come as soon as I can. I need to dismantle this place and hide all equipment. Clearly, my hideout is not safe. Not anymore. Go now. I have a horse so I can travel faster than you, so let me dispose of everything and catch up to you when I can. Boreas leads you to the door, and before closing it, says, "Good luck." You are outside, with everyone looking at you. It seems that everyone is wanting to say something, but no one wants to be the first to talk. Jerome finally says something. "So, you come from the Eden. Your old friend will help us find our other old friends? Everything's getting too complicated for me." The legend is true. Can you imagine? The Eden, a place in which you're protected from everything. The whole story is unfolding before our eyes, but it is still unclear how it will end. I don't really care. He'll help us if the wolf back and help us find the wolf back. And that's the only thing I wanted to hear. We'll discuss it during the journey. We've got a lot of walking to do to get there. Everyone puts their backpacks on and you start traveling south, hoping to find more answers and some much needed help. And so I need to go south apparently. Where's this Eaton place? What? Oh, it's there. Oh, it's not very far away. Although the wolf pack seems out of reach right now. He'll have to wait for the right moment to finally find them. Okay, so that is where I want to go. That's not very far away. That's totally fine. So let's go here and then go here and hunt. There's a scavenging location right there. That's good. So let's risk it. You're searching the place and you encounter into rubble and debris blocking the path ahead of you. The opening is too small to get through. Okay, let's use a shovel because I have one. You shovel away enough debris to easily get through it. And I got a grappling hook. Well, not perfect, but not terrible either. So let's hunt. There it is. And let's go with that. You encounter wolves. Let's use those. A wolf appears. Let's use a weapon. Your aim is quick and you manage to save your companion. Good. So let's go here. No? Okay, whatever. Let's go here and then there. Got another scavenging location. Let's risk it. Let's use a lockpick this time around. And nothing interesting, I don't think. So I need food. Yeah, I need to keep an eye on that. Is this a forest? What the hell is that? Is that the Eden? You reach the warehouse that Boris mentioned to you. It seems to be safe and there's no one around. Oh, we finally arrived. I think we need to discuss what happened, and what will happen next. I mean, what are we up to? Are we going to work for the Eden? Will we have the chance to live in it? I don't know. Well, we need our friends back. All we need is to get our friends back. Everything else is secondary. Don't forget about the wolf back. I want my revenge, and to be honest, I want to get some of their stuff too. I can live in the White Wasteland if I have weapons and high-tech devices. Trust me, nothing will make her forget about getting revenge. It's the right thing to do. And they took something for you too, your friends, your former lover. Sure, but I'm not that eager to run into danger. Right now, I'm more inclined to worry about my survival and the fact that we just discovered that the Eden is real. I don't want to seem insensitive, but all this stuff about the Eden may be a great opportunity for us, all of us. Despite what they did, this may be our way to improve our lives. It doesn't really matter what path we'll follow for now. All of them lead to the Eden and its future on this land. Yeah, that's pretty much what I was thinking. Dimitri's right. To save our friends, we'll have to deal with this situation anyway. Can you imagine living inside the Eden? Could we really achieve something like that? Fact is, the situation is a big deal. You heard your friend. There's dissent in the Eden, and just like we found out that it exists, others can too. I actually never heard of this place, but according to what you say, it seems to be good. It seems too good to be real. Well, the Vale could turn into a battlefield if things don't get handled with care. It's not hard to imagine the whole ammunition coming here to conquer the Eden. Yeah, that's true, but I think that the people deserve to know about it. The Eden is supposed to be humanity's way to rebuild a civilized world. We can't keep it hidden. I agree. The Vale is an isolated place, a perfect place to try to establish an alliance between the people of the Vale and the ones from the Eden. I'm just too old to keep living on the edge. Finally having a place to peacefully age and then die could really cheer me up. At my age, the last thing I want to witness is a war. I wouldn't survive to see the end of it, I'm sure of that. You hear the sound of a horse getting near your position. After a couple of seconds, you see Boris on his horse coming towards you. Sorry I'm late. So, are you ready to go back to your home? Well, I guess. I have more doubts than anything else, but Doing nothing won't get me in a better position. Good. Your companions may follow us, but I need them to hide when we enter into the Eden. There's a cave, they could wait for you there. Just remember to say nothing about what I told you regarding all that stuff related to... whatever. It's a bit weird sentence right now. But anyway, just remember to say nothing about what I told you regarding all that stuff related to opening the Eden to the world. The leaders have eyes and ears pretty much everywhere. Come on, let's go. There are some old friends that will be happy to see your face again. Boris starts leading our group towards the Eden, while you feel nervous and you wonder what will happen. Let's scavenge, because I might as well. That's some useful tools right there. So there's the Eden. Is that... What the hell is that? Is that the Eden? I don't think it is. Because this supposedly is the Eden. Oh, I have my friends right there. Okay, good. So, yeah, we need to be on lookout for food. That's something that I should really pay attention to. Here we are. Now, we must leave your companions behind to keep them safe. That is the cave that they can use for shelter. We will make up a story. We will tell them that you got kidnapped by slavers and it took you more than 2 years to get free and come back. It could work, especially if people here don't know much about what happens on the White Wasteland. Just remember to hide your amnesia, to play along. We don't want them to think that you're unreliable. You need to get your old job back after all. You can't risk getting blocked in there, and I don't think you want to put your friends in danger either. They can't wait here for long. It needs to go quickly. It's not a problem. I'm good with words. Awesome, and don't worry, I'll be there for most of the time, helping you to get out of there without any problems. Now, let's go. And about your friends, tell them to start a nice fire to stay warm. We have no visuals on this area from the Eden. You start walking toward the bunker with Boris, who has gotten down from his horse and is now on foot. Oh, so that was the Eden. Ooh. After some minutes of walking, you start to remember the place around you. When you finally reach the massive gate of the bunker, you feel a sensation of familiarity. You and Boris go straight to a smaller door that gets opened when you're near it. You go through and close it behind you, then you two proceed along a poorly lit corridor. A big metal door starts to open and you see people behind it. People that belong to a past you've forgotten. People that thought you were dead, for sure. What? I can't believe it! I called Trevor as soon as I saw you two coming. It's nice to see you alive, even if you seem like one of those snow savages now. Eveline, please, be nice with our old friend. You can't even imagine what he's been through. It has been more than 2 years. Even Eveline called me on the intercom. I couldn't believe it. But here you are, pretty much alive. What happened to you? Yeah, a terrible story. I got kidnapped by slavers and managed to get free not too long ago. Then I tried to come back to the Eden and finding Boris helped me come back safely. Oh, that wasn't bad, but save it for when we'll need it. Trevor and Eveline are with us. They are good friends, and they can know the truth. Well, okay then, I lost my memory more than 2 years ago. I don't remember a lot, and I started to recover something only when I met Boris. Oh, that's horrible. You lost all your memories? Do you remember who we are? Well, you two seem familiar to me, but that's all, at least for now. I guess it's a beginning. I read something about memory loss, and that's the way it is healed. I hope you didn't lose your special touch, because we could really use an ally like you. My special touch? What does she mean? That's why we are here. Our friend is traveling with a nomad family and has real connections with the outside world. I'm sorry to lay all this responsibility on you, but we could really use your help in getting this place open to the world. Once you have your old job back, you will have the freedom and the connections to find help among the people living in the Vale. Wait, are you going to talk to Vernon? How will you cover up the memory loss? Vernon's an idiot, too busy pondering about how to stay in power to actually realize what's happening. I agree, he's too distracted to notice it, but you will need to be a good actor. He's not an idiot, not as much as Boris says. Don't worry about it, let's go get something to eat. We'll talk about the past and try to see if it jars any memories. Then we'll go to Venom to get your old job back. You enter another room and change your clothes to something lighter, since the temperature is quite warm inside the bunker. Oh, this is it. So these are tables. They look like tables. Yeah. Then you follow your old friends to the canteen, where you get some food and sit at a table. Everything is new for you, but it seems like you're doing something that you did for your entire life. You chat with Trevor, Eveline, and Boris for an hour, then Boris stands up. Time to go. It has been good to spend some time, like the old days, but the situation here is too hot to ignore right now. You're a pessimist. The universe won't blow up just because a long-lost friend gets a couple days of rest in a place that's not freezing. I'm more concerned about what will we feed all these people that came with us that are now waiting outside the Eden. Yeah, our friends. Hey, you brought outsiders here? Isn't it a little risky? We all agree that we need allies from the outside, and I think that the friends of a friend are a good starting point. I agree. Well, what's to say it's good to have your back. I hope we'll have another chance to talk, to remember the old times. Good luck with Vernon. Thanks. You and Boris start walking around the bunker. You look around you during the trip, and you see a place like you've never saw before. Everything is so clean, so perfectly put in its place. It's like having a glance at an ancient world, a world where chaos was hidden under a shroud of artificial order. You finally arrive at Vernon's office. Boris hesitates for a second before knocking, but then finds the courage to do that. Come in. You enter in an incredible tidy office, where a man stands behind a big wooden desk. Great news, Vernon! Look who's back! Our best outside agent! The man looks you up and down. You are supposed to be dead. Boris himself brought the bad news back. What happened? Oh, it is actually a nice story. A nice story? What? I wasn't speaking to you, Boris. Sit down and shut up for a second. So, what happened? Well... Okay, so... Tell him a half-truth? I'm good with speech, so I don't know. He's an idiot, so I don't know. Is he an idiot? So we were on a mission. We were traveling south, meet Boris. Something bad happened. Okay, so tell him half-truth. I had an accident, lost my memory. It took a lot of time to heal, but I finally managed to remember who I am and went to find Boris. Nope, that's not how it goes, because that's not the plan. Yeah, let's go with this one. A quite sad story is what we were about to hear, Vernon. It all began years ago, while I was traveling with Claire, working for the Eden's sake. What happened exactly? Two expert agents, what could go wrong? Everything because two expert agents are still two mere humans beings. And when you get surrounded by 100 slavers, there's nothing you can do. Go on. Oh, I was their prisoner and traveled with them until the day I found an opening and managed to escape. Now let's go with this one. I lived in slavery for more than a year and the slavers traveled a lot, so I managed to get free. I was really far away from here. It took you a long time to come back. Yeah, they moved a lot because of their business, so when I got free I had to walk all the way back here. It took me months to finally find Boris and this place. And then you came back? Right after we took care of what Boris needed to do. No? What the hell's that? Why? Yeah, let's go with this. I worked with Boris for the last month, and we came back for supplies. I didn't give up my responsibilities. I came back to take their burden back. And what do you intend to do now that you're back? Well, I want my old job back. I've become more and more experienced, and I think that to be the perfect choice since we needed so many supplies from the outside world. An interesting tale, that's for sure. Now, I'll need to speak with the council and decide what to do. Please, wait outside my office. You go outside of the office and close the door behind you. Boris gets closer and starts speaking in a low voice. Oh, it wasn't the best lie I've ever heard, but you didn't screw it up. The situation is desperate, so I'm pretty sure they're going to give you back your old position. You wait a few minutes. Boris seems to be really tense and walks around the corridor in circles. Like this? Then the door opens and Vernon comes out of his office. Come inside. No, not you, Boris. We need some privacy. He walks back into his office waiting for you. You go into the office and sit in his chair. Vernon looks at you for a moment before taking the word. I don't know if you told me the truth about your past, but you surely forgot to mention a little thing that is actually pretty important. I know you have outsiders, friends waiting for you out of here. Another agent saw them coming back to the Eden. Outsiders never come here. There's nothing for them. It's a barren hill. But you see, I don't care much about that either. You've been missing for a long time, and traveling in a group seems the smartest thing to do in such a cruel world. I need you to do something for the Eden, a mission of the utmost importance. There's something you must do for me on the outside in order to get back your old job. I need you to get a particular location. One of my angels was sent there, but we lost all contact. The place is a simple laboratory hidden under a palace. If you have a map, I'll show you the exact location. We know that there's a laboratory thanks to the intel in our computers, so we sent an agent to see if there's anything useful we can take back to the Eden. There's a war inside the Eden, because some people want to open it to the world. I need loyal agents, and you can be one of them. I could throw you out of the Eden because of your allegiance with the outsiders, but I will offer you a position of power instead, and we will allow them to come inside, if you'll work for me. Think about it. You and your friends finally having a safe and warm place, a warm home to return to during the winter. Isn't the winter like all year round right now? Anyway, and now go. You know what to do. You come out in Vernon's office and tell Boris that you got your old job back. Good. Now let's get out of it and return to your friends. Then we'll travel to the warehouse, get our supplies, and talk about what needs to be done. You abandon the warmth of the Eden to come back to the White Wasteland. You reach your friends and proceed to leave those cold hills to return to the warehouse. Many ask you questions about the Eden, but Boris tells them to wait until they are in a proper place to speak of what happened. Whew. So we got a new mission. Find the missing agent. The ancient laboratory and missing agent sent by Vernon. So where is it exactly? Is that it? It is that. Yeah, but first we'll go back to the warehouse. There is over there. But that's gonna be for next episode. For now, I am Colonel RPG, and this has been IC. I really hope you've enjoyed it. And if you did, feel free to leave a comment, like the video. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next episode. Bye bye.